For over 2 decades, Xbox has been the pillar of the gaming industry, a brand that fought its way into the console wars against PlayStation and Nintendo, delivering legendary franchises, innovative online services, and some of the best gaming moments of our lives. From the golden age of the Xbox 360 to the rise of Game Pass, Microsoft has always aimed to shake up the industry. But now, something's changing. The writing's on the wall. Xbox is no longer just a console brand. It's becoming something different. Reports of first-party exclusives like Starfield and Indiana Jones heading to PlayStation, the possibility of Halo, the franchise that defined Xbox, launching on competing platforms, and at the heart of it all, Microsoft's slow but deliberate shift from becoming a hardware-driven company to becoming a full-blown multi-platform publisher. Is this a bold new future for Xbox, or is it the beginning of the end for Xbox as we know it? Let's break down the current state of Xbox while Microsoft is making this move and what it means for the future of gaming. For years, Xbox has struggled to keep up in the console race. The Xbox 360 was a juggernaut, going head-to-head with the PlayStation 3. But ever since the disastrous launch of the Xbox One in 2013, Microsoft has been playing catch-up. The Xbox Series X and S was supposed to be a fresh start, a new era of power, innovation, and Game Pass dominance. But here we are, years later, and Xbox is still lagging behind. Reports suggest that the PlayStation 5 has outsold Xbox nearly 2-1. Even the Nintendo Switch, an aging hybrid console, continues to outperform Microsoft's latest hardware. So what went wrong? A lack of must-have exclusives, constant delays, and a reliance on Game Pass rather than blockbuster hits have all contributed to Xbox struggles. While Sony and Nintendo built up massive fan bases with system-selling games, Xbox has leaned heavily on acquisitions and services, hoping to reshape the industry. And now the shift is becoming clear. Microsoft is slowly moving away from being a traditional console manufacturer. With the rumors of major Xbox exclusives going multi-platform, it feels like the company is preparing for a future where selling hardware is no longer the priority. Is this just a rough patch for Xbox, or are we witnessing the end of a brand as we know it? So Phil Spencer sat down with Destin Legary, a former editor from IGN, to talk about the future of Xbox.
Yeah, ripping the Band-Aid off on that topic while you're there. Are all Xbox games going to PlayStation someday, or will there still be exclusives? How are those red lines looking these days?
The red line, just to be clear, was of me responding to an answer. I sometimes gets positioned if I kind of ran out with a red lines t-shirt on. We are finding that our games shipping on multiple platforms is a good thing for Xbox. It makes Xbox stronger. It lets us do shows like we did with Showcase with great games, give our game time teams the time they need for us to invest in platform, for us to invest in hardware. I think all of this is part of what Xbox is going to be when we go forward. When you ask the question like no, I mean, there's Xbox games that have shipped that we're not going to put on other platforms. Some of the things we'll look at how they do, but you're going to see more games, not just shipping on PlayStation, shipping on Nintendo. We'll continue to support Steam the way that they ship. We want our games to be in places that people play. We think that enables us to do more on platform, do more on hardware, and it's a good system for us that works. It doesn't mean every other company's got to do it that way, but it does mean I think that measuring our progress is different than maybe we measured the progress of Xbox or a console-only platform 10 years ago.
In a recent interview with Xbox Era, Phil Spencer, CEO of Microsoft Gaming, discussed the evolving strategy of Xbox, emphasizing a shift towards a more inclusive gaming ecosystem. Spencer highlighted Microsoft's commitment to making their first-party titles accessible across various platforms, including competitors like PlayStation and Nintendo. This approach aims to expand the reach of Xbox games, allowing more players to engage with their content regardless of the hardware they own. Spencer also mentioned that while Xbox hardware remains a vital component of their strategy, the focus is increasingly on delivering quality gaming experiences across multiple devices, reflecting a broader vision for the future of gaming.
storytellers of all sizes being able to tell their stories through the games that they create and allowing more people to play. I want Xbox to be the platform that enables that. That's why I loved at the beginning of the showcase of the Dev Direct, we could put up all these games are Xbox Play Anywhere.
Right way to open.
Right? And it's like they're on cloud. We've obviously done our work with not only is cloud part of the Game Pass portfolio, but you're seeing more games added to the buy your games and be able to stream your games. Allow people to play games. Like that's a good thing, not a bad thing for this industry. And especially in an industry that we all see it. Like it's struggling to find growth. Game costs are growing. So restricting where those games can be played is not helping the games themselves. And I think we should optimize for the best games that we can have in this industry.
It's a damned good answer, I think.
We're unveiling the Xbox. This is the product that will be out later this year. And there's an amazing amount going on. Working with partners who help build the hardware, working with the software developers, working with the retailers. The program around this thing is really quite phenomenal. But the box itself is another thing that we've put a lot of energy into. So you may have been wondering what this draped device was here. This is the Xbox. And so for the first time, let me now unveil Xbox.
So, here we are. Xbox, once a dominant force in the console wars, is at a crossroads. The days of defining itself through exclusive games and hardware sales seem to be fading. Instead, Microsoft is charting a new course, one to prioritize the services, subscriptions, and putting its games on every platform possible, even if that means sending its biggest franchises to PlayStation and Nintendo. The big question is, will this gamble pay off? On one hand, expanding Xbox beyond its own hardware could mean a stronger future for Microsoft as a whole. Game Pass could become the true Netflix of gaming, and millions of new players could experience Xbox titles without ever touching the Xbox console. It's a move that could redefine the industry, much like Microsoft did with cloud computing and AI. But on the other hand, what does this mean for Xbox identity? If Halo, Starfield, or even future Bethesda or Activision games launch on PlayStation, then what reason is left to own the Xbox? Will this strategy bring in more players, or will it alienate the fans who have stuck with Xbox for decades? The biggest risk here isn't just about losing console sales, it's about losing trust. Xbox spent years convincing gamers that they needed to be part of the ecosystem. But now, with first-party exclusives slowly creeping onto rival platforms, many are left wondering, is this the Xbox I signed up for? Let's not forget, we've seen this story before. Sega, once a major competitor in the hardware space, eventually bowed out of the console market to focus on publishing. Could Microsoft be headed down the same path, or is this just a transition period for something bigger? And what about their competitors? If Microsoft's strategy works, does Sony and Nintendo follow suit, putting their exclusives on other platforms? Will we eventually reach a point where consoles don't even matter anymore, and everything is just an app you download on any device? 2025 is shaping up to be one of the most important years in Xbox history. The decisions made now will determine whether Xbox remains a key player in the gaming space, or if it slowly transitions into something else entirely. Will there even be a new Xbox console after this generation, or is Microsoft preparing to exit the hardware business for good? Either way, the industry will never be the same. But what do you think? Is Xbox making the right moves, or are they slowly fading away? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on everything happening in the gaming world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.